And now let's talk about the second jurisdiction, that is pecuniary jurisdiction. So the section 15 of Code of Civil Procedure refers to the pecuniary jurisdiction of the court. Therefore, it directs that every suit must be instituted in the court of the lowest grade, which is competent to try it. The underlying objective of this provision is to lessen the burden of higher courts with suits and also to provide convenience to the courts and witnesses who are examined in such suit. Pecuniary literally means related to money, and such jurisdiction of the court is determined by the plaintiff's valuation in the plaint and not the amount for which the decree may be passed by the court. Let me give you a general illustration about it. Let's say that pecuniary jurisdiction of small causes court is rupees 30,000. Hence, a suit for damage of rupees 4,000 for breach of trust can be tried by any of the courts, but according to section 15 of the code, the suit must be filed in the lowest court, which is the small cause court. But even if the suit is filed in the city civil court and subsequently a decree is passed by that court, it would not amount to nullity, and that is irregularity is covered under section 99 of the code. If at all the valuation of the plaint is not correct and the plaintiff deliberately overrules or undervalues the claim for purpose of avoiding the jurisdiction of the proper court, then it is the duty of the court to return the plaint to be filed in proper court and may also require the plaintiff to prove that the valuation is proper. Now let's talk about the third type of jurisdiction, which is jurisdiction as to subject matter. Jurisdiction as to subject matter, as the name states, it relates to the subject to which the matter is related to. Okay, so it conveys authority or power to the court to decide upon the matters on the basis of its nature. Taking into consideration the variety of issues, different courts have been empowered to decide upon different types of suits. For instance, suits related to insolvency matters, probate proceedings, divorce case, etc. cannot be adjudicated by a court of civil judge of junior division. This could be termed as jurisdiction as to subject matter, and where a court has no jurisdiction over the subject matter of the suit, then a decree or a judgment passed by the court would amount to nullity. Section 16 of the code deals with the suits relating to immovable property, and these suits must be filed within the local limits of whose jurisdiction the property is situated. However, the term immovable property is not defined anywhere within the code, but nevertheless, a broad definition can be seen under the General Clauses Act 1897.